You have to wait. The
timing of the penis is very important.
There has been a flagrant lack of respect for my one rule, and I'm not here for it. It's been like a month since I've successfully done this without somebody interrupting it.
No.
I just want the openings to be clean. That's all I want.
Why would you want that?
Someone interrupted this one? I don't know what you're talking about.
We're sorry about our dirty penis.
What?
Good morning.
I'm back here. Right, because that makes sense.
Stop.
I start to close the door.
Oh my god.
So, how was your sleep?
Fenris! I close the door, open it back up. Instead of bursting out this time, I just open it normally. Fenris!
Oh,
I did the opposite thing that I thought I was supposed to do. Fenris, I remembered. I remembered something.
Oh. I guess that's what you didn't... Did you have a weird dream?
I had a very weird dream. Well, it was like a vision. It was like something I forgot, but now I remembered. But then like something happened in it, and like that was kind of weird. And but
You ever try to explain a dream to someone?
You know, like
Yeah.
wow, like it was weird, right?
I'm sure
Why are you
it
asking?
was.
I remember seeing my mother. She went down one of the hallways, and I was walking after her, and it's so weird. I don't usually remember her. I don't. It was so long ago. I was tiny. I was like here.
Yeah, you were a really non-terrifying child. I happened to kind of see your dream a little bit, I think. I think that's what happened. Did you see the pale woman? The pale lady?
Yes, that was something I was gonna say. At first it was my mother, but then I thought about it, and I recognized her. I recognized the pale lady. That's why I came to tell you.
Do you feel like anything's missing? Like...
No, I feel like I've gained something. I didn't remember this before.
So, this is... Just don't, like, freak out. This is gonna
I'm
sound
already
a
freaking
little-
out.
Okay, maybe sit down.
Okay, I'll do that. I can do
There
that.
you go.
All
When
right,
you were
good.
having your dream, I guess blacked out a little bit. While
What?
I was...
Stand up. I'm kidding. No.
No?
I'm playing.
Just polite hand on shoulder. And I started seeing your dream, I'm pretty sure, because you said you were tiny, and you were very tiny. But besides the point, and then the pale lady, like, walked towards me, and she gave me something in the dream. But it was real, and it was this
She
thing.
did?
I felt something in my hand, and it was this. And she'll show the piece of messite, and I'm pretty sure it came from you. That's my current hypothesis. I'm hoping that's not true, but in the context I received it, it's not looking good.
And you're sure that the pale lady gave this to you?
Like, I would say around 85%.
Interesting.
Bump that up to a 90.
Why show us both this?
I'm not sure. I mean, the fact that she's in your dreams kind of gives me hope. Not
My
that you're...
mother, a long time ago, disappeared when she unfortunately met with some bandits on the road. She wasn't able to make it back. I don't have many memories, if any, of her. I couldn't even remember her visage until last night. I don't know, but I feel like there has to be some significance to that memory. That hallway, what she was doing there, and then the pale lady showed it to you, and...
Well, with my personal experience with the pale lady, she showed me my memories, and reminded me of mine. Your experience actually is pretty similar to what I've been experiencing since I met her. So, I'm still... She'll tap her head. I'm still pretty okay. Can I tell you a little bit about my whole theory on all of this?
I'm already sitting down.
Okay, she'll sit down with him. So, when I first talked to the Sphinx, and
I thought you were gonna say the spanker.
When I first talked to the spanker Sphinx.
The Spanx.
Sorry, go ahead.
the Sphinx.
It was quite the
When I
butthole.
first talked to them, and we were learning about what's going on with my people, and the fact that they're being forced to, really awful stuff, about their memories, and the fact that something is feeding off of them. I had, like, a vision of something encased in a crystal, and it was feeding on something. And I feel like I wouldn't have been shown that if it wasn't something feeding on these memories. Now, this is just all... I've just been stewing on this, so I don't know if any of this is 100%, but that's how I feel. I don't think the Pale Lady is trapped like that. I pick up what you were putting down of being concerned for me,
But I feel as if perhaps she knows things and she's trying to show them to you. Show them like she showed you this, and maybe she just cannot do it all at once. Something stopping her, perhaps?
possibly. I mean, when she showed up and we defeated Murkwire and I received the hammer, she told me to come find her. But I don't know where to start with that. But now that you're sick...
Seems like we don't have a lot of information.
No. This is... I mean, hopefully, as your condition now proceeds, maybe she'll continue reaching out to us.
It'd probably be best if we tell the others.
Oh, alright. Like, how much of it?
As much as you're comfortable with. If you need me to keep any of this private,
No,
of course
I
I
mean-
will, but...
I don't know. You're kind of the first person I've told about it. The whole way she shows me my memories and stuff. We should
it's
probably tell
something
the
that-
others. I
Well,
think
if
it's
you don't
becoming...
want to, then we can hold on to it as long as you need.
No, let's talk about it. If we're gonna talk about it. When we went down into the sewers and we helped that whole situation,
Meh.
she was
Her name was
in
Alma.
one of the...
That situation's name was Alma.
Yeah, her name was Alma, yeah.
No, I know, but he...
Okay.
Stay in it.
I'm so
When
sorry.
we
you guys
went
are-
down there,
It says okay.
in one of the rooms, the room that actually held the scrolls that we were, the Pale Lady was down there. Like, she was on the wall. I think she's a lot older than the gods we pray to now.
Do you think they have any ideas? Those who stay down there?
I mean, Elma didn't really know much about it, and I wasn't really planning on staying down there long enough to talk to her mom. I think she would have eaten us. I don't think that
If we
would
all
be-
go down, I'd like to see her try.
We can certainly investigate that. I don't know when we're gonna have time to do that, though.
If we can't think of anything else, there's always that.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I guess.
The
Very
Pale Lady is
scary.
connected to everything that is going on. She's aided us so many times, as have you. If there's ever something to brave some catacombs and a powerful mom, I think it's that. Putting 2 and 2 together, we know now that my mother was doing something inside of the home. Inside of my home, the home that I lived in, the one that me and Kitty were staying in, that home.
I would hope so. She lived there.
But the hallway was different. That's where the 1-2 comes in. The other 2, we know somewhere on our property there is another one of those temple thingies.
Oh.
Ah.
You didn't tell me that before.
Ah.
Good points to be making.
What I was thinking is, and I mentioned that to you before, Brad. And then we had said we should wait everybody else. Yada yada yada. is that we do know the last time we saw her was when we went into one of those things and came out, and there was a big old crystal and all kinds of bad things and yada yada. But eventually, I do plan on going into that temple if we can find it. That is a way to get to it, and it's a thing that connects us both together.
Well, without any further ado, I guess we get on to it.
We also need to think about what we're going to talk to Lord Morian about.
I am of the strong opinion that we do not bring up anyone's illness. I know.
Oh, that's... yeah,
I-
I'm unconcerned that
I
you
know
care
that's-
about that. I'm more thinking about what we're doing with his daughter.
That's also
Fair.
true. I was merely saying that for certain parties who are a bit too honest. I'm not looking at Quentin.
Who's she talking to?
Oh, you big guy. You're spot on. Oh, it's town then. And before I forget, we needed the cart. Someone, Flux, you wanted to pick things up, right?
Yes, will that get in the way of our other plans? I don't wish to...
No. I'll help you hook things up.
Okay.
You guys finish eating.
We've got
Excellent.
plenty of time.
Okay.
As we're
Then
walking
Vogan
off
stumbles
with
down the stairs. You've been so quiet.
Yeah.
I choose to believe you.
All right, guys, today let's kill Murkwire. I think that's the best thing to do.
This is not what Vogan is suited for.
I've been putting a lot
I
of thought
just
into
believe
this,
he's
and
like
I think we
at
need to
the
murder
table.
Murkwire.
Like Tengu mask on, just squinting occasionally, and then just sitting back in the chair.
Hey man, you've got
He's been
the
playing with
Eating a
Myra in the background.
giant thing of eggs.
He's just been playing with Myra in the background. Just like, I'll let them deal with all this stuff.
I mean,
He's
Vogan's
been
the
eating
one
eggs
with
like
the-
Luther in fucking Umbrella Academy.
No, why would you make me remember that? That's upsetting.
Like Luther
It was
and
just
what?
a giant fucking in Umbrella Academy. It's like a giant bowl of nothing but scrambled eggs, and he's just like,
That sounds delightful.
The sheer amount of
Scrambled
it that
eggs
was
are good.
upsetting, and the fact that he's eating nothing else.
I love that.
You're judging me for my
Try to find it
choices.
for you, Spence.
Look
I like
at
me a
yourself,
scrambled egg.
man.
Let's go get that thing hooked up.
Yeah.
Would it be all right if I spoke candidly for a moment?
Sure.
Never.
Okay, never mind. I'm sorry.
Speak candidly, damn it.
I know it is not my place to say, but I cannot help but feel that Master Quintus is making a mistake.
I think so too, but we'll see.
I feel like he is perhaps romanticizing some image in his head he has of this Murkwire fellow. And I'm not sure that even if he is able to cure him, that he will behave in any way that's cooperative with us.
No.
Hoping for it without any knowledge that that is the case seems foolish.
He may behave better, I think is what Quinn is looking for, rather than he may become good, he may become less bad. Personally, I'm against a lot of it. I think he should have just ran up to Fenris, taken the apple, and ate it right away. That's what I would want to do. But I support Quinn in his decisions, and the only thing I insist on is that he has all the information he has. I think Kyverian will help him.
It
If
does
he-
seem prudent. I feel confused. I am unaccustomed to allowing my emotions to affect my decisions. Lately, it's been happening more and more. I know it is not my place, but every fiber of my being wants to make Master Quintus eat that apple.
Yo, do you guys want to be in a separate call? Do you want me to have Cody leave? Because I feel like we're on the tip of something tasty. Do you guys want me to make Cody go to a different call for a while?
You know, maybe we could go into another call.
I mean, I'm not saying we leave, because I'm saying...
No, just kick Cody
Just see
out.
Fenris and Lexi see their ears perked up like, do you hear that?
Hey,
Do you hear
the
conspiracy?
others of you, you guys mind being in another call just in case anything juicy happens here?
Yeah,
But
man, I'm gonna
what
go.
if juicy things happen? I'd like to be around
Alright,
for
so
that.
goodbye.
I'm leaving.
Carrie and Brett, we'll see you guys later, just in case we're gonna do some inter-group sabotage. Sorry, Carrie.
I can't say it's not your place to think that. I entertained the idea briefly.
I'm glad to know it's not only me. I don't know. It feels like a greater concern lately. When we were encountering the Tenebros earlier, I felt like I was about to do something very foolish and endanger all of you, even though it made no logical sense.
You should talk to Argo about that.
Yes?
Argo's got a thing. Don't worry about it.
Perhaps I will try to speak with him.
I think he'd understand that feeling very well.
Have either of you ever felt that way? Felt an anger that threatened to take control of you?
Yes.
I've been mad a lot, but I've usually been too busy trying to keep myself alive to really have enough ties to people to feel that kind of anger. I've had, I could say, I can empathize, but I can't quite properly say I felt the same thing.
When you felt this way, how do you keep control?
How do I get control of my anger?
Yes, to make sure that you don't let it dictate your actions and do something you may regret.
Well, I used to live my life just angry back when I was a captain for the Hellrock Army, but back then my solution was just to, let it out when I get angry. I don't usually get angry anymore, but if I do, I usually try and... what do I do? I guess I try and confront it, I guess. Like, for example, when Quinn was, when we were interacting with the drow a while ago.
Back in when you explored the Underdark?
Yeah, Quinn, was getting chummy with them, and knowing what I know about drow, I thought he was being a fucking idiot, so I confronted him about it. Quinn usually gets his way, though.
He's a strange force of nature in that respect.
Yeah.
Oh, this one's heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, let me help you with that.
I got it. I lifted up with one hand.
Right, I forgot you're Superman now.
You with your rippling muscles.
Yeah.
I see. That seems like a good course of action if I were to be angry with a friend or a colleague.
Just
But
tell
it does
him
make
about
me.
it.
But how would I deal with this anger when it revolves around an enemy?
Well, that's a question you might ask yourself for the rest of your life, which, well, for you that might be a really, really long time. I can't say I felt anger like that, but I've experienced loss, things like that, and you can ask yourself questions, but I can't tell you there's a right answer. It's whatever's right for you.
It's a question that nobody has the right answer to. My entire being has been trying to answer that question. My entire way of life, ever since I met Elmira.
You're calmer lately.
Yes, you definitely seem to be quite in control of yourself, at least from the short time I've been here.
Sometimes it leaks out. Like when my sword broke.
Ah, yes, that was quite upsetting.
Both times when my sword... No, wait, no. No, my sword was lost first. My first sword was lost.
Yeah. The other
got
one broke. Then you came back with your old armor on.
Yeah, then my armor broke, and then my shield broke. Inner peace. Inner peace.
What
were we talking about?
Controlling our anger?
Ah, right.
Even if you do not have answers for me, I appreciate the input. I feel like I at least have a better understanding of things. It's good to know that I'm not alone in asking these questions, at least. But when it comes to Quintus, do you believe that there may come a point when things come to light about Murkwire that it may become necessary to force Master Quintus's hand?
Again, I think we're finding out most of that tonight. It's going to be I hope Kyverium can give a better timeline for what Quinn's looking at, but I don't think he has long to make his choice.
We're working on it with a lot of hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Indeed.
There's no guaranteed anything. That's why I've been so quiet.
The apple
don't-
fixed
can't
it
really
for sure,
contribute.
I think.
Sure, but
Yeah.
he's very determined not to eat it.
Yes, but I think now that we have the now that we've all reminded ourselves that we have access to the Esper, and we can, let's say, mess with Murkwire remotely, I think it at least gives him more to think about. If he's gonna make his choice the same afterwards, I won't stop him, but I do think it's the wrong one.
Well,
I feel the same.
like I mentioned, there's no talking to him once he's
It's not
set
even
his
that.
mind to something.
He'll listen. I could probably convince him. Quintus is his own person, and especially as someone who's going to lead, a
country.
section of a country as a lord, he's going to have to make very hard decisions all the time, and I think he's invested maybe more heavily than a foreign politician should be in Summergrass's affairs, but we're here now, so fuck it.
Dude, I can't handle any of this shit. This is not my thing.
Oh, good. It's not just me. A lot of it goes over my head too.
Our day-to-days will hardly change. I don't think even under, assuming this Murkwire and Tenebros get their hands on everything, things will get worse, I think, but more often than not, and I'll just kind of gesture down the street at various passerbys. It's going to get worse for them, not us. Afternoon.
Absolutely. I wasn't expecting to be called out to see you quite so soon. I thought the next time I would bump into any of you would be during the tournament itself, but I'm always happy to see you.
How's the Platinum District right now?
The laboratory I've been set up with is quite nice. I've been provided with basically everything I've asked for. And quite quickly, too. Despite strange things that have happened over the past day or so, I will actually find that Diane is quite capable at providing me with what I would consider to be relatively hard-to-find equipment on relatively quickly. So I'm very happy to be working where I am. I believe I will accomplish much, at least the most that I can here.
Then I suppose you're enjoying Diane's change in position.
It could not matter to me any less. I am upset to hear about Edrigan. I've been informed of the vague, broad strokes of what has happened, and I have found out that he has, unfortunately, been since the beginning, he has been sabotaging the work and been the one intercepting it, which, in hindsight, looking at the fact that it was my research that was being sent with his company that had been taken, it now makes all the more sense that there was never any way to reasonably guard against it, and the betrayal on your part where you encountered the supposed bandit lord, it now makes more sense to me that it is hard to deny. You see him, you see his, eyes look around the room.
Good.
In fact, one would have no reason to deny the allegations that it happened. Regardless.
I'm so
Simplest
happy that he
answer.
did that.
Clearly, it must be right.
Yes. Certainly.
Give him a small nod.
Certainly, it is not something that affects my current position to doubt what is happening currently. That is for others to investigate, I should think.
I hope that all goes well then.
You wanted to speak with me about my research, yes? I assume that given how busy you are, I can only surmise that it is not just because you wish to hear about my, or perhaps you do wish to hear about my recent exploits. I am totally fine with recounting my many adventures in trying to cure amnesis if that's what you're here for. You see him rub his hands together.
I look around for a bit. You know what? I would love to.
Okay.
And I will sit there as long as he goes. Mostly I'm waiting for Quinn to show up.
My early interest in amnesis is actually something that is a touch personal to me. I don't know if we've ever actually spoken about it. I assume that you all had your own business and you did not want to hear the sad stories of an old man like me, but
My history with amnesis and why I'm so interested in it is, have I ever told you about a place called Gilligan's Pit?
The name rings familiar, but I can't say I've heard about it from you.
It's quite a long way away from here, and I had family there. Some time ago, there were issues with an amniotic vein opening up nearby, and it became a relative hotspot for amnesis. I had family that was there and moved away, but luckily unluckily, they did contract it, and by the time I found out and returned from my expeditions at the time to find them, they had already passed the point of being recognizable as the people I knew them as. That was one of my brothers and my mother succumbed to it, and so I decided to dedicate my body of work to fixing it, and I've been traveling a great deal since then. My efforts have only been more fortified since I found out that within the last couple of years, Gilligan's Pit is now completely submerged in an amniotic miasma. Nobody's entirely certain what happened, but geysers there opened up in an almost unnatural way, and this townstead was entirely consumed. Now the valley it resides in, and this is kept quiet by most people I've noticed, the valley is effectively now one large reservoir of the amniotic miasma. Knowing that that can happen without warning, anywhere, at any time, I want to find a way to immunize people against this, and give them the tools to remain sane in the face of it, because I personally believe it is only a matter of time before similar veins open up elsewhere, and if there is a sinister hand behind it, then we need to be prepared to fight back. I had spent a great deal of my life on expeditions. I've cured a great many diseases, helped a great many people make medical breakthroughs that I'm quite proud of, released many books, educated many students. But looking back, I should have spent more time with my family, and that does weigh on my conscience. So, what time I have left, I intend to dedicate to the cause. But that's enough from me, I think.
No, we came on a personal call. I think you know we obviously want something of you. I'll look about. Quintus has been infected.
Oh, goodness.
He's extremely early, but I don't know exactly how long he's got, and I think hearing an opinion from someone like you might give him a bit better of an idea of what he should do moving forward.
If you're looking for me to tell him that he can brute force his way through this, I'm afraid that is not something that I recommend.
No, honestly, the more honest you can be, I think the better, in my opinion.
I will do my best to convey the urgency of his situation.
That's all I need.
Perhaps the best idea to be meeting in a place like this if he is infected? I believe I may. I cannot force you to do anything, but I do feel it is in everyone's best interest for somebody with amnesis to be out of the general public.
Quintus, I'd say that around this time you would.
Lord Vanderbilt!
Ah, Kyberium, it's good to see you.
And you too. Now,
Yeah, let me-
Vanderbilt, Lord Vanderbilt, I have heard from your compatriots that you have contracted amnesis. My medical opinion on this is that you should be removed from the public. I understand you have reasons that you would not like to, and normally I would call the guard and have them quarantine you. But I understand that you have circumstances that go beyond the norm that I will overlook for now. You do not have long. I do not know what you intend to do currently, but if you have already started showing symptoms, I am afraid that you have no more than a week and a half or 2 weeks to sort this out, and even by then there will be permanent damage, even if you somehow manage to cure yourself. You need to make decisions fast. In 1 week, if you have not taken precautions to solve your problem or to quarantine yourself, I'm afraid I will, for the good of the general public, have to report what is happening. You will need to be locked up and separated. I will take you under my care if I must.
I will
but-
leave as soon as I can after the tournament.
In 1 week. And I am not telling you to leave. I am telling you to quarantine yourself. You going somewhere else and causing problems elsewhere or wandering the wilds is not what I want for you. I need you to promise me that you will sort this out within a week. Or, failing that, you will turn yourself over to my care.
I had planned on doing something similar yesterday, to be honest. I have high hopes for you, Kyverium, and I can make you that promise. We obtained something recently, something that I wanted to ask you if you knew anything about. Obtained is a strong word, but a piece of gem that is red in color.
Red mesite.
Red mesite. And you're certain it's mesite? And how did you obtain this?
It's unfortunate we can't say everything in this place. We wanted to know if you had any ideas on what it could be.
I mean, you've already told me we've openly talked about you having amnesis here and nobody's turning their head. I feel like there's nothing else you could say at this point that would be any more incriminating than that.
Incriminating, no, but I worry that we got it through a very strange, magical way, as we do all of our things.
This is connected to you, you think?
Yes.
Yes.
Then I
We
need to
believe
know
it.
how it was made, or where you found it. Red mesite? I have heard of red mesite, but I have only heard of it being carried by particular individuals, and I've never been able to see it. If I were to find such a thing, it may confirm a theory or two that I have, not only about amnesis, but also about the Bandit Lord of Mont. He, looks around. About the one that we know to be the Bandit Lord of Mont.
He found that in his brain.
How'd you get it out?
Through magical means that we always seem to get our things.
There was an intervention by some, I guess, pre-idolic entity. Is that the best way to describe it?
We found
Look
it in
at
a
Fenris.
dream.
You had the dream of
I
the pale woman,
Yes.
the white ghostly woman that people see whenever they are.
It was a lot more vivid than that.
How did she look for you?
Exactly
Different
how she
people that
looked
have
for-
reported this, they report her looking generally to be the age of whomever they are replacing, to have generally a black flowing hair. Is this consistent with your situation?
No.
She
It's
looked
not.
exactly like the last time I saw her.
No, Quintus! God
Wow.
darn it, Cody! You shut your big mouth! What are you doing?
Wow.
That's our cow!
All I will say is that Quintus obtained it, or, well, I did through a dream he had. And it-
May I share with you my current working theory as to why Murkwire held onto a sword made of mesite? Obviously, without any remnant of the sword, it is impossible for me to verify this. But my active theory was that if afflicted by mesite, it is possible, or if afflicted by amnesis, it is possible to create a sort of repository that, instead of losing memories into wherever they go, being burned away or stolen or simply erased, it is possible to create an empty vessel out of mesite, out of inert mesite, that can, instead of them being drawn from you and off into who knows where, they are drawn into that repository, and then by remaining in contact with it, you could remain in a state similar to how you were, that by holding onto it, as it absorbs your memories that you lose, you keep it, and you keep your memories alongside of it,
And this
which
red mesite?
I have heard of red mesite being carried by those who visit and seem to show up in places where amnesis is a problem, in particular in my research into what happened at Gilligan's Pit. It is my theory that red mesite is the natural form of the phenomenon I'm speaking of, that perhaps there are individuals who can direct it so that instead of being stolen, it is stored outside the body. It would not prevent amnesis from eventually claiming you, but It would perhaps delay the process if you knew how to use it, and if there is a more sinister hand behind amnesis, perhaps it would allow for amnesis to be used as a tool to steal memories, as opposed to losing them. If you have it, it means that you have at least his memories in some form. And if we could find out how to create red messite, if we could find out the phenomenon that causes it to come into being, and then if we could cure amnesis, the red messite may be the secret to restoring what was lost by putting it back where it belongs. I do believe, perhaps, by some providence, you have been given a greater lease on life in that if we manage to solve these problems, perhaps we could put things back where they were. I believe that is what this gift may be.
I can tell you where the red messite came from. Not now, but when you have a chance.
Oh my god.
She may be able... don't freak out too much, please. We're trying to... Discretion, Kyverium, please.
I've been doing this for 15 years, and that is
I know.
perhaps the single greatest breakthrough that has possibly happened.
Exactly.
If you know...
Look.
Oh my goodness. That could change.
Here's what I have to say. She may be able to give you the equipment that you need and the space.
The point is, red messite, give it to me afterwards. Points at Miriam.
Yes.
You get him back here in a week.
Oh.
He stops.
What?
The heart. The heart. Murkwire. Murkwire has the heart.
Yeah.
We take it from him.
When are we planning to do that?
Quinn, what
Why?
are you talking about, Quinn?
The Esper. She wants those. She wants those things out of here.
I think she wanted the one that was specifically on her mountain because it was
Steal
trying to kill her.
it from Murkwire.
So the plan is to cure Murkwire and then rob him?
You get
Seems
it.
like a good way to get on his bad side.
That's true.
Yeah, but he won't have amnesis anymore. What's he gonna do?
To be fair.
He'll just be a guy we can beat up.
No. What I'm saying is, we offer that to her. We'd be like, hey, if you do this, then we'll go and get this for you. And if she doesn't want it, then she doesn't want it. But that's a good idea, right? I mean, it's the best I can think of. I
Looking at everyone else.
No one else is saying. I'm not very good at this.
I don't agree, no.
It's an idea.
Okay, it's a stupid plan. All right.
As you're walking, I'm gonna show the coins that I found to
By the way,
Vogue.
remind me whenever I get back
You
home.
think Avi will like them?
Remind me whenever I get back home to be in good
Yes.
with the delivery people because.
We did it, Spence. We role played.
Wow, good job, us. We're here.
Right, we sure
Listen,
are
I
contributing.
can't help that you guys aren't saying things. That's on you.
We're trying. It's
No.
difficult.
You're doing great.
I mean, if you guys want to do something, fucking say you're doing stuff. I don't know what the goddamn.
I did. We did it already. Don't worry.
We showed each other
Perfect.
the silver.
Yeah, I showed him. I showed him the coins and asked if he thought Avi would like them, and he said yes.
Wow.
Good
We
time.
did it.
Shot
We
him.
role played. Like,
Let's do it. This better be in the highlights.
If Fenris, Murkwire, the lady, and Vogan are present, there is no reason why we cannot begin.
Tomorrow, the semifinals will begin. We hope you're all prepared. The matches will be 2 matches between the lot of you. Specifically, Fenris, you will be fighting. He, moves his hand over towards Murkwire. Murkwire.
Oh, thank God.
And the lady, you will be fighting against Vogan.
Ah, crap.
yeah.
Oh, thank God. Oh, crap. I was hoping I'd just win.
Fenris, you go and you track down Tantia.
With
As
the
you're
shotgun.
going towards her, a figure leaps down from a fixture above you on the wall,
my God.
and you see Flint land between the two of you as your partner's like, "Hey, you came and you found me."
The answer is yes, I absolutely will.
Oh shit.
Oh,
But I'm gonna
Flint.
need some kind of payment if I'm gonna help you out.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to be mean to Flint.
Hey,
Do it. Be mean to
Why
Flint.
not? He's a dick bag.
I know that you desperately need my help. And I know that I am incredibly powerful. I'll tell you what, I'll do it for free. If you let me join your guild.
I'm gonna
Flint,
kill
as
him.
much as I appreciate your enthusiasm, I fear taking you as a teammate will cause Lexi to walk. So for the time being, I'm going to say rain check on that.
He like moves beside you and like puts his arm around you and like kind of pulls you down like close, like,
Hey, there's no reason to be modest. I'm not gonna outshine you. Once we're out there, I will pull my punches so that you get all of the spotlight.
You're
But I
just
really
giving me
need to
more
join your
reasons
guild,
not
man.
to. Flint,
And
I don't
pretty
need someone
cool.
who's gonna. Oh, okay, thank you. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that you think I'm cool, but I need someone who's not gonna pull punches either way. So it's a no-go for right now. I want to.
You're saying you don't want my help? Oh, that would have been a guaranteed win for you too.
I'm sure it would have been, Flint.
All right, well,
I just don't need
I'll
you
be
having
around.
any distractions.
If you change your mind, I'll
All
be
right.
here.
You could just
Remember,
join
though,
the guild.
All I want in return is to get into that guild of yours.
You
And to
could
be
literally.
included in all those sweet Platinum District privileges.
and he just sort
Flint.
of fades into the background.
Like, I love him, but don't let him in.
I'm
It's
just gonna.
entirely dependent on him.
Oh no.
I'm gonna watch him go and just put a hand to my head. He's pretty determined. I feel so bad. I'm going to hell. Bad bread.
You shouldn't. He's a butthole.
He's a butthole. Don't
Yeah.
feel bad.
But he's our butthole.
I have my own butthole,
He's
thanks.
our collective butthole.
He's like our little dumpster baby. I just love him.
Fogan's just like, the position of butthole in this guild has already been
You're
filled.
not supposed to love dumpster babies. You're supposed to...
All right, you then make your way the remaining like 50, 60 feet to Tantia.
Hey.
Hey,
I'm sure you can assume why I'm over here now.
absolutely. You need me to help you fight tomorrow?
Yep. Just a few things to go over, you know, to share information between two teammates. Ha! I need to talk to you in private.
How private?
Middle way private. So, first of all, how are you? It's been, like, a little bit since we last talked.
Less than 24 hours? No, a little bit more. I'm doing okay.
Good to
Honestly,
hear.
I'm kind of pumped for a chance to use out this armor again.
I know, it's very cool. And I think
Try
the
out.
combination...
Use out? Sorry, I don't talk good.
It's all good. Me neither. Of the two of us, man. I really want you to fight with me. But we have a huge problem. Murkwire has amnesis and is still contagious. Quinn has amnesis.
I don't know much about that, beyond what you've told us.
And
So we just don't let him cough on us?
I wish it was that simple. But his blood, any type of physical contact, isn't gonna work.
Well, that doesn't work for me. Are you sure you want to help out? You want someone like me helping you out if that's the case?
I still want... We're working on trying to cure him, which I know sounds counter and... Well, it is productive for the fights, but not productive in the sense of we hate Murkwire, why would we want to heal him? But it's so that we can beat the snot out of him tomorrow. And so we're working on it, but... Basically what I'm saying is, if he does end up not taking the boon that we're all putting forward him, maybe you should sit this one out. I wanted to extend the invitation first before I rescinded it. Because you know I really want you to fight with me. And
If he doesn't
I
take
don't-
it, you're still gonna fight him?
I have to.
But then you could get sick.
Someone has to knock him off his feet.
I
And I'm
don't
not
think that's
willing-
really worth your future, though.
Maybe. I still have to think about it, but as it stands, both of you, Lexi or you, I can't stand to watch you lose your memories. Memories of you and Gosh, we both suck at this. Memories of you and Argo, memories of Aviana, memories of us. I cannot sit here and ask you to fight with me if he is still contagious.
So what you're going to offer him? How do you want to fix this?
Remember that apple?
Yeah.
I was holding on to it for other things, but the time has come to use it, and Quintus is pretty adamant of attempting to heal Murkwire first. And if I don't use it on Murkwire, then it only makes sense to use it on Quintus, as he's already beginning to degrade.
So you're definitely going to fight Murkwire tomorrow, no matter what happens?
I don't know. I don't stand for anything that Murkwire thinks, or has put forward, or the fact that even if he doesn't accept that apple, he's being controlled, basically, by some pretty, really, like, way worse dudes. And so I have to make a choice of what to do. I can't see a situation where I don't fight him. Throwing the match would just put Vogan in danger.
And if he doesn't eat that apple, and you fight him, then you could catch amnesis, and you could potentially lose over 100 years worth of memories.
But everyone else would possibly be safe if I defeat him.
Okay, then do what you want. And if you go out there, no matter what happens, I'm not going to be sitting it out. I'm going to go out there with you. There's nothing in the world, no matter how dangerous, that could stop me from wanting to stay with you.
It's not unheard of for you to have suicidal tendencies when it comes to fights, huh?
I have no idea what you mean.
Still, I appreciate it. Even if it's just the two of us out there. Still, we have to figure out some way. There has to be some way we can protect you.
I'm there to protect you. What are you talking about?
Ha! Don't count me out of it. I'm a cleric, I'll have you know. I am rather good at things that involve sickness. It's gonna be hard, but I think we can figure this out. If I use that spell I used with you and summon a Guardian of Faith, that's 60 hit points possible. 60! That is... Wow! Hold on! Hold on! If I...
Got this.
Wow.
Guys, I'm sorry!
I'm gonna say, that moment made me really appreciate how good we've actually gotten about always keeping things in world terms, but that was
I'm sorry, yeah, if I hit him, that's like an extra, 1d8 plus some odd number every time we hit him.
I'm sorry!
He can't have more than, 100 and... somewhere in the 130, 150 hit points, somewhere around there. We got this.
You're so cute.
I just forgot. Okay.
Oh my god.
And if I cast
Squeaky
that spell,
bread.
It's so cute. I can't.
If I use that spell I used on you, and we pass him through there a couple different times, we can knock him down by a good amount. Then
I could just shove my fist down his throat.
That's not the point of... I'm trying to get him not to bleed on you. Just cover her face. Oh, this is gonna be harder than I thought.
You figure out what we're gonna do. And then we'll figure out a strategy closer to tomorrow. We can figure it out.
Oh, making good choices, I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna need all the healing I can get against the lady.
So you wanted to bring me?
You interested?
Yeah, but I have a condition.
Let me join your guild, and I'm kidding. Go on.
What is it?
I want the highest standard in Iocane to legally merge.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And
Say yes!
From what I've seen how things have been, Quintus is your head representative, right?
Pretty much.
I want us to sign an agreement and merge, so that as far as the Dragging Dagger is concerned, Iocane and the highest standard are part of some umbrella term. It doesn't matter to me. And that we both maintain leadership, that we both hold equal standing above the lot of you. That way, we can take on higher level bulletins of the Dragging Dagger and have access to the Platinum District.
That works for me. I'll bring it up with them.
If you can't do that, can't help you.
I'll run it by them and get back to you.
Mm-hmm. And
Thanks.
you better get him to agree to that quickly, cause you're not the only one that can ask me.
Oh, fuck, you're right. I run.
Fuck.
I'm in high demand. Make sure you get this done quickly.
Lady just passes by. Lady
You see the
passes by heading
lady
to
like
Argo. You
slow
just grab her.
motion
No!
walking towards Argo. No!
I'm like using like some of my key abilities to just run as fast as I can.
Shoving people out of the way.
Out of the way! Running up the stairs, Slipwitch just gets in your way. Is like,
I do not wish to fight, but I have one to.
whoa! Just throws them off the side. Out of the way, cat!
You guys
We don't even know who you are.
Just like, oh man, I hope we don't. Oh no!
You don't even go here. Fuck you, Slip.
Oh,
I love Slip.
You know that
Murkwire.
fighting is against the rules, right? This is looking very aggressive.
How about we go have a chat?
To what end?
You've already beaten me once. There's nothing that I can do to you. Come on.
It's an offer, and a bit of our fun little social banter.
His helmet broken. He reaches. You're not actually. Put those away. But as you do this, as you say, we haven't done anything to you. He reaches up. He touches the part of his skin where the scales have been like peeled away and like scarred over. If you want to talk, that's fine. I'm not sure there's really anything left to say.
I mean, I don't think you need to be reminded, but you're dying.
Remember yesterday? After you went down, I carried you all the way over to where you needed to be healed. I wiped you down, Murkwire.
Are you trying to remind me of some respect I owe you?
No, I'd like to remind you of something that's the reason I would do something like that.
Is that you've contracted it?
No, so that you wouldn't give it to other people. If I hadn't have wiped your blood down for you, if I hadn't have carried you out, what would have happened to all of those people? The clerics. Murkwire, you're a danger, and I offer you a solution.
And I'll pull out the apple.
We both fought each other yesterday. To the extent of our abilities. You almost managed to defeat me. So, tell me, having been exposed to so much of my blood, are you saying you don't have it?
I think we both know the answer to that question.
And if you have a solution, you should take it yourself.
My solution won't work for me.
Boy.
He motions over toward the apple that Fenris has in her hand. We obtained these in a certain village on our way to save Kyverium from a certain fate that, well, the bandit lord of Mott accidentally put him in. When we got there and saved the people there, we were given the grace of a god.
Amir.
These things here that would heal us from any sickness, revive us from any problem we would have. Murkwire, I want you to take this.
You're not
Right
very
here,
good
right
at
now.
answering questions. I asked why that wouldn't work for you.
I have another way to save myself. The same way I saved my friend, Aristo, who was killed going after Kyverium.
Revival.
But that doesn't work with you.
Take it from me. Resurrection does not cure it.
Resurrection isn't what I'm looking for.
Have you heard
Have
of
you
the...
heard of the Esper?
I'll gesture one hand towards Quinn.
Yes.
Depending on what you give them, they can do the equivalent for you. That's my plan.
And you want me to believe that that apple can cure it?
Might
That
even
you
cure your
had consorted with Amir, one of the Eidolons, and received a wish-granting apple for all intents and purposes. And that rather than take it yourself, you want to rely upon some equivalent exchange with a fairy tale.
Murkwire,
It's
how
crazy,
many
right?
people are you fighting tomorrow?
It doesn't matter.
It does. To me.
And I.
The people who you're fighting, I don't want to end up like me. That's why you're more important right now.
Why would you give this to me? To protect other people, certainly, but why give me this? You could just as easily leave me with the knowledge that I could invoke the Esper. Force me to make some kind of trade. Why give me the easy out?
I don't think you'll make it.
Because we're the highest standard, and we shall hold you to that highest standard. Because once you have gained clarity, whether you choose to continue on your path or not, you will not be controlled. You are not the greater evil in this Murkwire.
Hopefully.
The things we could tell you of the folks who control your mind, I cannot even imagine how you would comprehend that.
They put your betrayal to shame.
You have a choice to make here, Murkwire. One that cannot be sullied by those who stand above you in your own mind. You either make this choice now and establish that you are still that gladiator, or fade. You won't be Murkwire to me anymore.
In another life, I firmly believe that every one of you and I would stand on the same side of this. I still don't understand why you don't want what I want. Just as I don't actually think that this is what I want. But given that we seem to see things roughly the same way, even though we're enemies, I don't think you would try to trick me in bad faith.
Motion to Fenris toward Murkwire.
Roll persuasion. Quintus.
Oh no, why you have to put
Fenris?
this shit on me? You've seen my rolls today!
She's
Can
got
I
negative charisma, though.
Can I give him my inspiration?
Yeah, can I?
Yeah, you can transfer them. Go ahead.
Cool. Okay, who's doing
So
it?
does he get double inspiration? Inspiration.
Quintus, if there's any role you need to do good today,
Come on,
Quintus!
man. Quinn,
you
We're all
have
ca-
expertise, Quinn!
we're all counting on you, Quintus.
Expertise and advantage, come on! Oh! That's pretty
Yo!
I give him my saving face.
Shut up.
And my axe!
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna
Yeah.
just fucking have some bardic inspiration in the background, like.
Murkwire, don't be a dummy, you gotta accept Murkwire. He's right.
Oh my
Fucking,
god.
I
He
didn't
walks
think
over.
it until I heard the song.
He walks over towards you, and puts his hand out, taking the apple by the stem.
Yep.
This is supposed to fix me.
You have nothing to
Yeah.
lose.
Once I take this, if my amnesis goes away, there is no guarantee anything will change. My mind
know.
may stay the same. You may find that what I want is to suppress the weak, to stand above them and guide them because they can't guide themselves, because at this moment, that is what I believe to be right. But when I fight
It's a
you,
risk worth taking for us.
And he really quickly, as if forcing his own arm, slams the apple into his own mouth and swallows immediately.
Gulp.
Ah, I'm so mad, but also happy. Fuck.
You see his eye sharpens and becomes cat-like immediately. The scales that are on his body that were destroyed and seem to have been unable to heal immediately with this same sort of light as the color of the ametrine apple. It seems to wash over him and restore all of these scales. Furthermore, when it happens, you see that reddish color that had coated the tips of his scales whenever he had become enraged, that seems to return, giving him like a slightly reddish hue on parts of his scales.
you made a mistake. Now you're going to lose tomorrow.
He clenches, he
would've said
clenches
that
and
anyways.
unclenches his hand repeatedly.
I'm sure you think that, Murkwire.
I don't know where I stand still.
I don't think we expected a clear answer out of this initially, anyway.
But by Heros we can hope.
I went to the mountains because after a match years ago, somebody who claimed to want to elevate my status in life How long ago was it? I can't quite recall. But a figure approached me. They stabbed me with a blade made of mesite. That was when I contracted it. And that's when I started hearing the voices that drew me here into the Tenebros. He puts his his fingers on his head. I remember it. That figure was... what did they call themselves? Azetsu, I believe it was.
Azetsu.
And... No, now I remember.
You see him just his posture straightens.
He was with you!
Soon as I heard that mesite blade, I was like, oh, uh-oh.
Did Raleigh fuck us over even more?
God damn it!
Did Raleigh just water down our?
Man.
Did Raleigh just water down our apple?
I look.
That's
So
why.
that's why I had a mesite dagger.
That's why whenever I captured all of you, I kept you for a while. Because he was with you. But I eventually distrusted myself. And I tried to discard you. Where is he?
Do you know where we live, Murkwire?
Where we live, where you live?
Mm-hmm.
You are from the land away. You are Quintus Valorbuilt.
Oh, thank you, but here, in outside the city.
No.
After the tournament, make your way to us, and we will give you as many answers about that as you want.
I don't want to find him again if he's gone.
He
I
is
just
gone.
thought it was worth warning you. The one who stabbed me and started me on this path was one of your allies.
He killed my dad.
He did a lot. He kind of mine too. He did a lot of things when he had a demon
He
in
should
him.
be killed.
I'm glad he's gone. I'm kidding.
Vogan, by this point, you are rushing up trying to get to Quintus. As you walk towards him, you see a perceptiveness to Murkwire that you'd not seen before. As you rush by him, he just moves, bracing his shoulder and moving it so you can just run past him.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Okay.
So cute.
Quintus, is it cool if we merge Iocane and the highest standard into one?
Yes! Don't listen to him, yes!
Fenris, he was asking
Wait.
Quintus, but I also think
Wait, what? What's going on?
Answer the question!
Shaking him.
Yes, 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 yes.
Answer the question.
Okay, why? Why
Answer the question! Answer me!
Argo wants to join our
I don't have much time, man!
Keen.
What are his terms?
Not Keen.
Just the merger! That's it!
Who's in charge?
No one!
As long as he's not in charge of me, then
Perfect.
I'm fine with it.
I'm off. Oh, Miriam!
What?
Also, Miriam, you want to join my team?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah!
Vogan.
I have
Oh no!
I have
ask
a
me someday,
list
Brad.
of people that the lady was going to ask in order based on
No! No!
refusing.
No!
Argo is the main person that they were going to ask.
Quick time events.
Given that there was a delay,
Jump off the top! Don't even take the stairs!
I need you to roll me 1d100, and you're looking to get a 41 or higher.
Do not mess this up.
A 9!
Logan, that's a 9.
I don't think we can be friends anymore.
As you approach Argo, you see the lady by them, talking to them. You're rushing up as
I mean, if
Argo
he doesn't take
appears
it, we
to
don't merge.
Argo appears to be entertaining an offer. You see the lady turn to you as you rush back.
And there he is.
Indeed. You made it back just in time. A knight from the capital wants my help too.
Oh,
So what
He's
should
a
I
popular
do?
guy.
mergers. We're good. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the deal's good.
And In that case, he agreed that we will both be in charge?
Yeah, man, we're equals.
Wow.
I love you, Bogan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, sorry, lady. Unfortunately, this is more lucrative for me.
May I ask who else you asked?
What, me?
In case I wanted to seek them out as well.
You can't.
Ah, that answers my question then. Thank you very much. Honestly, that information is fine. I think now I know at least one person that I'll be fighting against, and that's more of an advantage than most people have.
Does that make me Avi's boss?
You know what it does mean? It means that Avi's in the highest standard now.
It does mean Avi's in the highest standard. By a decision made by me.
Also, we got Marion on the team.
For those at home, Hayden is just doing a series of gifs of things being just, that poor woman! Anyways, as you guys are about to head back at about 8 p.m., you see a small figure walking out towards you, a very plain looking. And when I say very plain looking, I mean probably the most generic gnome that you have ever seen in your life. Looks entirely average. Heckin has soft green eyes, light brown hair, cut very short, wearing clothes that you would associate with like a well-off commoner, walking in, carrying what looks to be a large book under one arm as if it was a large ledger.
I understand somebody here wants to speak with me. My name is Velia. Who is the highest standard?
Me! I'm the highest standard!
Alright, it's you. Well, hello. I'm Velia. Why are you harassing me?
Ah, have you read the letter?
Yes.
That's why I'm harassing you.
What do you know?
What I've harassed you about.
Why did you ask me here? What can I do to make you go away?
By doing the thing I harassed you about.
It's a pair of swords we need retrieved. That's all.
There's a what?
It's a pair of swords. They're a set in the vault. We've been tasked with retrieving them, but we can only do it through you.
I don't know about any set of swords that's in there.
One sword.
One.
One.
It's detachable.
You want me to go into the Mystic Vaults and you want me to bring you out something that the city has decided needs to be sealed away? I refuse, good night.
And he turns around and starts walking away.
what was
Appearances
it?
no longer have meaning.
Yeah, but you don't know what that means, do you?
He like turns towards you.
No, but we're not the one calling in the dead.
Yes,
I'm
but
guessing
We're
you do know what that
reaching
means.
out on behalf of a good friend of yours, I assume.
The one that turned into a dragon, apparently.
They speak quite fondly of
I'm
you.
going to be very, very direct about this.
He like walks up.
Because I want to speak with it as little as humanly possible. Is the dragon the one that told you this? To say these things?
Would the dragon be the one who knows? You'd know better than me.
How about we take you to it?
No.
To her.
I will not be taken to a dragon by the people who want me to bring them something that is illegal. In fact, you will not bring me to your dragon. What a strange thing to propose. Oh, you'll see things our way
it
when
would
we put you
be-
in front of our criminal dragon. It will persuade you, probably with its claws.
Lilywin will be very...
It would be highly suspicious in any case. I don't want him anywhere near the Falkreath estate.
Lilywin will be very upset if this isn't done, I suppose.
You haven't answered my question. Is the dragon the one that told you this?
Yes.
Oh my god, I've been working for a dragon for 4 years.
Sounds kind of
The
awesome to
only
me.
one who can do this and protect the city.
I don't want details. You sound like you're about to give me details. I don't want any details. What assurance do I
do
have
this first,
that if I
everybody.
get this for you that this favor is not going to be called in against me again? Now that you all know that something is callable, you don't know what's going on, but how do I know that you won't in the future be like, ooh, the second face invoked, and do this again, and keep threatening me? How do I know that?
I can... I'll give you a kiss. I got nothing there. I don't know what it is, so I can't really leverage against you. I can't go up to like... You probably did something bad, though. Like, I know that much, but what am I going to do? Run to the Platinum Watch and be like, hey, this guy did a thing.
Yes.
And what are they gonna do? Investigate
know.
you and be like, you're fine.
You know,
Or do
I
you
never-
really
I
not
don't-
want
I
to
don't know.
investigate
you
them?
know,
Listen,
we're-
I got visited by the Platinum Watch today, thanks to you, and basically had a heart attack. So, listen,
You know, we're the
I
farthest
see.
thing from normal. If you get entangled with us for too long, all sorts of strange happenings will start happening.
that is what I'm trying to avoid. I agree. If I get involved with you, things will go badly for me, and things will be strange. That is why I don't want to, and that is why I want some kind of assurance that you will never bother me again.
Lexi, go be cute.
If our word isn't going to do it for you,
hi.
what would convince you? Lexi could convince you. She's very cute.
Hi.
That's all I got, guys.
Hi. All right, how about this? You all tell me something that, if you ruin my life, I can use to ruin yours.
Well, everyone knows that Bogan's a hobgoblin now. So
Their
curious
eyes lock on to
Oh.
Lexi.
Oh! I've already told so many people I shouldn't.
Okay, that's enough. If any of you, decides to bring this up to me again, if I see you ever again, I will make sure it is on every bulletin board and every sign in this city that you are traveling with a Quetzaldria.
You gleaned that
Is he
much?
wearing glasses?
What the fuck? Yeah, I've been like
He is
disguised
not.
this entire time. What the fuck? This motherfucker.
No idea.
I want to see you more. You fascinate me now. Don't do
Puts a
that.
hand on fucking Miriam's shoulder.
He
going,
keeps
I
looking
like
to the
him
bottom.
now.
Please don't.
Dude, I'm just gonna be like, what's that kid's Hadria?
He just like looks to all of you. Heckin looks over to Quintus.
What could get you in trouble? You looking like a noble. Oh, you're sick! Okay, if you, then that'll come out as well.
I'm hiding behind Miriam. Fuck this guy. Don't look at me.
Well,
Tell me next.
well.
Tell me next.
I'm just smiling. Like after he did that, I'm with Kitty. I'm smiling like,
hell
well.
What an
You're not a
interesting
gnome, are
name.
you?
Have you thought about
so
joining the
bad.
highest standard?
No. You are all becoming more
just
interested
quite
in me
cool.
as time goes on, and I'm not about that.
It's your
Okay,
fault.
One more.
No more of it. I'm not doing tricks. I am. If you,
He like looks at Lexi.
if any of you ever talk to me again, any of you, I will tell the city you're a Quetzaldria. And do you have any other secrets?
Do
No.
me.
Point. I hold Kitty out.
No
Oh
secrets.
goodness! And I will definitely tell them who you've worked with. Oh my
Okay.
goodness!
That's no fun. Oh wait, her. That's no fun.
I will absolutely tell everybody in the city who you work with that you are a Quetzaldria if you tell anybody about anything that has happened with me.
What
Oh.
are you?
Don't worry about what I am. I'm a gnome. I am Villius Scondamain.
You are so not.
You have some fascinating powers, sir.
I'm not gonna lie. You keep saying neat things.
Guys, what are you doing?
I'm going. Do you all agree to my terms?
Like he's just
Sure,
looking
I'll agree
around.
to anything right now.
Absolutely.
Sad.
Stay away from us.
Leave me
wish
alone!
to-
Oh my goodness! This what's happening here is what I don't want.
Science must learn more of you.
No,
No.
he turns. I will meet
find
you.
you?
Look. Heckin, don't you dare find me. I will find. I will get what you want. I will deliver it to you in about 2 hours.
He heads out, and as you guys head out to go meet up, go to the area where he said to meet you. I believe that is a fine place to wrap today's game, considering we're
Hell yeah.
pressing 4.5 hours.
Are so.
Anyways,
Oh, my eyes
goodbye,
on you,
YouTube. We'll
motherfucker.
see
I
you
want to
guys
talk
around.
to Glenn some more.
Adios, y'all are loved and appreciated.